Hi guys, so I did just post a video about It Works, my Hydrate Plus, my Ultimate Body Applicator, my Super Reds, and my Defining Gel. So you can definitely take a look at that as soon as it is posted. I am driving to work at Uptown Laundry in Windsor if you guys want to come visit me. So sorry about the sideways camera and the trying to drive and everything like that. I drive a manual, so I'm trying to... Oh, got it. I've tried to shift and video all at the same time, but I know I haven't done a video in a while. I just got back from my trip, so that was stressful. That was rough. That was real rough. Yeah. Anyway, I am not here to talk about It Works stuff. I am actually here to talk about the Diva cup, the menstrual cup. I use the number 2. So I'm sorry if you're not into that or if you don't want to hear about that. I am getting huge into sustainable and eco-friendly materials. I'm working right now on moving my entire house over to materials like that. I just believe it is so much better. I did, like I said in past videos, go to holistic yoga school. So I've slowly been learning more and more about that. I grew up in a really poor family that hoarded everything. They constantly wanted to keep everything because, what if we need that later? There's some things that I can see, like, hey, I just took these screws off of this air conditioner because it's broken. Let's scrap the air conditioner, make money, keep the screws later in case we need to put something up. You're actually going to use that probably in days. However, I look at it as if you haven't used it in the last 90 days and you're not going to use it in the next 30 days. If you haven't used it in the last 30 days and you're not going to use it in the next 30 days, what is up with me in 90 days? I don't know. Anyway, 30 days. Then you don't need it at all. And that does cover all seasons. So, in the next 30 days, for Colorado anyway, in the next 30 days, it's going to be super blaring hot. Right now it is springtime, and in the past 30 days it was snowing. So that does hit every season. That works for clothes, that works for tools, that works for everything. So for me, that is just my saying. With that being said, I am a minimalist. I have been a minimalist since, I'd have to say, middle school. I started going over to my friends' houses. I was going to school in Windsor, so a lot of my friends were rich friends that lived in those expensive, huge houses, which, that must be nice. Anyway, but, so yeah, I started going over to their houses and everything was clean and empty because they all had storage units and stuff like that, I'm guessing. I actually have no idea, but I really liked how it wasn't cluttered and you could walk through the hallway and you could see the floor and there weren't boxes and stuff. And that's when I started deciding, you know what, I didn't like that. My mom called me distant. She called me empty. She said I need to go to therapy, all that. Either way, I'm a minimalist. So I think, yeah. With that being said, sorry about that little rant. I am here to talk about the Diva cup. It is sustainable because it's made out of silicone. You're not wasting all those tampons, pads, everything like that, throwing them in the trash, wasting, everything. With this, if you can't have silicone, they do have things that you can use. But it is silicone. It's a little cup that you gotta stick up there, and it suctions up to the sides of the uterus. It catches all the blood with the cervix that pours into it. My cervix is tilted, so I have to squat a little more and push my hips back so that my cervix will fall down into the cup. Once I got the hang of it, which honestly it only took about 3 days, I tried it during my period. I tried it the first day that it happened. I went to the store and bought it. My friend was like, hey, you need to buy this. Like, she's really into sustainability and stuff like that. She's like, hey, you need to try this. It's really cool. I am not wasting near as much money on pads and tampons. I don't have to worry last minute. Like, shit, I just ran out of pads. Like, what am I gonna do? Bleed through my underwear while I go get them from the store? No. So it's super cool. You don't have to dump it out. I have a super heavy flow. I have endometriosis. You don't have to dump it out until the end of the day. Obviously I was a little curious, so I dumped it out before then. But you dump it out in the morning when you wake up, you dump it out at night when you go to bed. And that's about it. Like, it's super easy to use. The first few times it is a little difficult. Just read the manual and it definitely will help you out with that. So with me, I had to stick it partway in, let it suction out, because you have to fold it in a U shape, kind of like that, in a U shape. You do have to kind of make sure it suctions first, and then I twisted it a full 360 degrees, and then I pushed it up there. It was a little uncomfortable first getting it in. You also have to trim it to fit you. I only had to trim one little ring off the bottom of the little string tube, I guess, to be able to get it. But it was not that hard. Let's see what else. After a week, it was definitely good. I suggest wearing panty liners just like beforehand. It works with spotting and everything like that. It's not like with tampons, like if you're only spotting and you go to pull it out, it's like, I just ripped my insides out. No, it's not like that. You can put it in anytime. I do wet mine a little more every time just to make sure that it kind of gets in there. It's a little easy slide. Whenever you're cleaning it and you're done with your moon cycle, whenever you are done with it and you clean it, I boiled mine in the microwave. Like, I boiled water and stuck it in there. You could also dishwasher clean it, which is gross. Don't do that. Actually, I guess it's okay. Go ahead and do that, but don't put it in there with dishes. That's weird. But you can wash it in the dishwasher, and you can also do it in no, Sam. In a boiling pot of water, which is what my friend does. So if you guys have any more questions on those, definitely let me know. If you're younger, kind of preteen age, definitely get the number 1. If you're older, get the number 3. If you have a heavy flow but you're younger, honestly the 2 works. It says to get the heavy flow for the older one, but it was way too big and I had to go back to the store and get a number 2. I am 20 years old, and like I said, I do have endometriosis, so I do have a fairly heavy flow, but it still worked for me. It did fill up, of course, during the middle. It did fill up all the way, and you can definitely tell it just feels like your cervix is being pushed on. It doesn't feel good, and it keeps wanting to fall out. You'll know before it, like, leaks and pours over anything, so you're good there. But yeah, I believe that's it. That is the Diva cup. I'm not getting sponsored for this one. I just wanted to let you guys know that I did try that out and I like it, and I will not be going back to tampons or pads or anything like that. I will still use liners unless I find something for that. Keep my underwear kind of clean and safe. But no, I am 100% moving over to that. Super easy to clean, super cheap. They are like $30 or $40 to buy them the first time, but I was spending $30 and $40 a month on tampons and pads. So with this lasting 2 to 3 years before you buy another one, I'll take it. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions, definitely ask me. Check out my other videos. Thank you and have a good day.